Host is being brought up by Nathan Rose for Tatura trainer Gary Shearer. Behind those we've got Toxic Lager. Favourite remains the one, Fulcrum, $3.90. The Reverend at $4.10. Right of reply out the back, framed in history, a most striking galloper. Thank you very much, Mike. Welcome back to Wagga Wagga. They're a little bit slow with the loading process, but they are getting them in now. And I want your viewers to have a really good look at this horse coming into the gates now. Framed in history. He's the Indian Appaloosa. But geez, an impressive looking animal. Goes down officially as a chestnut, but he really is like one of those horses that you'd align with one of the old-fashioned cowboy and Indian movies. He's a real Appaloosa type, and Framed in history makes his racing debut today. I'll take plenty of pictures of him, no matter what he does in the industry, I'm sure, because he's so unusually marked. Favourite way is with Fulcrum, is it? No, the 12's into favourite now, the Reverend. So the David Hayes trained galloper has replaced the Brett Kavanagh top weight Fulcrum as favourite. Now, they're loading quite well. Tully Duke has gone up. Here's Tulsa Jack coming along. We're waiting for Greeley. Out the back, I can see Fulcrum. I can see the Reverend. And the Reverend's into favourite now. That the one with the biblical name, well, the masses are on it. The masses have backed the Reverend. He's $3.80 now and is going to run as the favourite in front of Fulcrum. Now out of the gates is still the Reverend, and out the back also we've got Hotsky and Fulcrum. So two of the three favourites, the Reverend and Fulcrum, are both out, and Hotsky, it's in the market to some extent, is it? No, it's not. Hotsky's one of the roughies. So they're loading quite well. First race today taken out by Diamonds of Debarwi. A really good run after missing the kick. Now, as we welcome in Sean Cosgrove and our Sky Sports Radio listeners to Wagga Wagga, we've got the Reverend, the favourite, trained at Euroa in northeastern Victoria by David Hayes and being ridden by Chad Schofield. Chad won the town plate here on How Much My Love 2 years ago. They're nearly in, they're nearly ready. Race 2 of 8 at Wagga Wagga. The starter, Mr. Bernard Delaney, getting up. About to get the button and send them clear on a lovely spring day. All set, red light on, the Reverend favourite. All set, racing now, lovely level start. My Southern Slew just dwelt off the inside, but is going to dig up and be one of the leaders when they get going. Cena Host jumped out well, and the Black Gandalf found the bridle quickly. The Reverend was getting amongst them early. He goes up to be third on the outside. Tully Duke and My Southern Slew were prominent. They're being followed by Fulcrum, caught 3 wide, going into the corner over by the 1,000. Underneath of it was Right of Reply, followed by Toxic Lager. On the inside, further back, was Take the Biscuit. It's being followed by Tulsa Jack, and another one with it was Hotsky. Now you just cannot miss Framed in history. It's about 4 lengths off the main pack and is chasing up hard, followed by Greeley, and in behind those was a Royal Rival. They run up towards the corner, and the Black Gandalf, the local, will sweep them into the lane in company with Cena Host. Now where are the big guns? The Reverend is starting to come. He's in the red jacket with the sleeve down the outside. Fulcrum's wider still. Right of Reply's trying hard to run on down near the inside. My Southern Slew is also coming after the Black Gandalf, but the Black Gandalf's got them all off the bit and under the whip. He's fighting strongly over the final stages. It's starting to draw away. The Black Gandalf has won. Memories of Gandalf the Grey. The Black Gandalf goes home to win from Cena Host and My Southern Slew. Close up was the Reverend, who had his chance. He was in the box seat. Then further back was Take the Biscuit. Fulcrum was wider out and never really in it. They're being followed by Framed in History, Tulsa Jack, and further back in the field then ran Tully Duke. It was followed home. Well back pulling up was Greeley, followed by Toxic Lager, and one of the last ones home is going to be Royal Rival, and we've got them all home safely after race 2. The Black Gandalf, ridden by Joel McConaughey for Wayne Carroll, has been able to lead them most of the way from a good side gate. He was up in the fight early, and he holds on to win from number 11, Cena Host. And I think it's 4. That number, is it 4, Judge? We'll just double check, but I'm sure the 4 horses run third. It's just a few little lights out on that semaphore number. We'll go with 15, 11, 4 and 12. They're our official numbers. Number 15, the Black Gandalf, ridden by Joel McConaughey for Wayne Carroll at odds of about $12.50, has beaten number 11, and that was Cena Host, who raced outside the lead all of the way, and number 4, My Southern Slew, who pushed through about 2 off the fence in the straight, has run third, 1 3/4 by a half of the margins, 1 3/4 by half a length. They've run 1:11 and 44. Now I think that's just marginally slower than the first, where they ran 1:11 and 22. So similar times for those two divisions. And 35 and 24 was their sectional 600. So the Black Gandalf, a black gelding, a 3-year-old by Bureaucracy out of Irish Wedding, raced by, we'll get those for you in a moment. Hello. Yep. Right. Yep. 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 Yes. Yes. Right. Yep. Yes. Yep. 370 was the Reverend. Yep. 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 Thank you. Now let's tell you about the happy owners of the Black Gandalf. J. Keogh, A. Hall, B. Scar, J. Arentz, A. Hinchcliffe, E. Tout, J. Keogh, R. White, Mrs. H. Stevens and S. Quinn share in the ownership of the Black Gandalf. Well, they unfortunately had to put their other great Gandalf down maybe 12 months ago. So the Black Gandalf has been able to, at his third race start, find the winner's stall. He's trained locally by Wayne Carroll, lovely big black horse. Have a look at him returning to scale there. He's a nice big strong animal, and ridden by Joel McConaughey after jumping from a favourable gate. He was always up in the leading 2 or 3, and he had a kick left strongly at the 200 to win it by a length and 3/4. Number 11, Cena Host, is by Host out of B&Scene, a B&Coney mare, and is trained by Gary Shearer at Tatura. Nathan Rose rode the runner-up. And the 4 horse, My Southern Slew, is trained by Peter Clancy down at Leeton and was ridden by Matt Carl. 15, 11, 4 with number 12, the Reverend, who ran as the favourite, having every conceivable and just been found wanting at his first race start. So the winner will pay you upwards of $12, $12.50 and $3.60 for the Black Gandalf. As we push on to race 3 today, it is the William Farrer Hotel Class 1, and you just need